Before I get into the good and not so good from day 3 of 49ers training camp, just know that Brock Purdy wasn't there today. Team said it was a personal issue and there's nothing to be alarmed about. Sounds like maybe his wife is pregnant. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully everything is okay. Seemed like it would be if they were to have some type of appointment, doctor's appointment, you'd schedule it for tomorrow during the day off. So the fact that it conflicted with the training camp practice just makes me concerned that something could be wrong personally, but not like athletically. So something to watch with Brock Purdy. Here is the rest of the good and not so good, starting with cornerback Renardo Green. It started good for Renardo Green. He hadn't broken up a pass all offseason, kind of been getting worked until today. Brock Purdy out, Mac Jones in, Renardo Green, real confident. Broke up 2 passes intended for Jawan Jennings, 1 for Jordan Watkins. The second pass that was intended for Jennings was a deep pass up the left sideline, and that's just not a throw you ever want to throw to Jawan Jennings. He runs a 4.7, Mac. Anyway, Renardo Green smothered the route, broke up the pass, pulled his hamstring, hobbled off the field, walked over to the trainer, pointed to his left hamstring. I don't know what's going on with the 49ers, but they keep pulling their hamstring. There's got to be some tweak or adjustment that they can make to their warm-up regimen to avoid this stuff, because that's 3 now. Ricky Pearsall, Jacob Cowing, and Renardo Green. Kyle Shanahan didn't talk after practice, so we'll have to wait until 2 days from now to find out what's going on. Strong safety Jair Brown, he had an interception. He intercepted Mac Jones, returned it for a touchdown. Great play. Mac Jones never saw him. He was in zone coverage, undercut the throw, returned it for took it from the right side of the field to the left side of the field, touchdown. Jair Brown really hasn't done much, and it's looking like he might lose his starting job to Richie Grant, but Richie Grant hasn't made any plays like this, and this is what Jair Brown does at his best. He's not the fastest guy. He's kind of like Talanoa Hufanga without the All-Pro under his belt. He is an instinctual, slower, bigger safety, and today he trusted his instincts, made a play. Linebacker Jalen Graham, remember him? He's been on the practice squad a little bit today. He had a pick 6 on Tanner Mordecai, broke up 2 passes of Tanner. One, he was like a step slow. Well, I wouldn't say slow. He just didn't get there to make the interception. Then about 20 minutes later, same play, got the pick, returned it. He looks kind of like a safety, number 41, pretty slender, but he's moving really well. Been in the league a few years. Watch out for him. Tight end Braden Willis, he's been around for a few years. He had 4 catches today, tops of anyone on the team. Mac Jones hit him once. Tanner Mordecai hit him thrice. I'm not saying he's going to make the 53-man roster, but through the first few days of camp, he's been the second best tight end, at least in terms of receiving. He's probably the worst blocker of the tight ends, but they have a lot of blocking tight ends. They need another guy who can catch a pass other than George Kittle. And so far, it's this guy. It's not Luke Farrell. More on him in a minute. Cornerback Darrell Luter Jr., he broke up a pass intended Watkins, who's a pretty good player. It was a curl route. Darrell Luter Jr. broke it up, dove to knock down the pass. That's what he did. This guy needs an opportunity. He's a former 5th-round pick. With Renardo Green out, if he's out, I'd like to see Darrell Luter Jr. take his place. Cornerback Jacob Robinson, he's a rookie undrafted free agent. I liked him when they signed him. If you look at his resume, he was good in college. He was a leader. He was a captain. He really was good at the pro day. He ran very well, combine pro day. Today, he had a rep against Jordan Watkins, the late 4th-round pick. Watkins ran a deep out route on the left sideline, and Jacob Robinson broke up the pass. Beautiful play. Watch out for this guy. The Niners are thin at cornerback, and this guy has size, pedigree, speed, and he made a play. So stock up for Jacob Robinson from BYU. The not so good. Quarterback Mac Jones. He got the start in place of Brock Purdy. Completed 10 of 16 pass attempts, which isn't awful, and threw a pick, which wasn't great. He also threw like 3 or 4 checkdowns to Kyle Juszczyk, which kind of annoyed me. For the most part, he makes good decisions and the ball comes out quickly. It's just that he reminds me so much of Jimmy Garoppolo. He has kind of slow feet. Not as slow as Jimmy's, but kind of slow feet. And if the ball doesn't come out quickly to his first or second read, I don't feel confident in what's going to happen next. He's not the kind of guy you want ad-libbing. And on this team, unless he's got Brandon Ayuk and Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle and all those guys out there, you kind of need the ability to ad lib a little bit because it's not the greatest group of receivers out there. And it's not the greatest offensive line either. I question how long Mac Jones could stay healthy behind the Niners offensive line and how much success he'd have unless he had all of his weapons healthy. The thing about Brock, I mean, he's clearly at his best when he has all of his weapons healthy. Who isn't? But he seems like he can have success behind this patchwork offensive line in ways that, you know, Jimmy couldn't do consistently without getting injured. Jimmy would play well with Christian McCaffrey, win games, but then he get hurt. And I wonder if Mac Jones would be the same way. He just seemed like he kept getting engulfed by the Niners defensive line. It just speaks well of the Niners defensive line. Running back Isaac Guerendo, he fumbled on his first carry, and the defense recovered the ball. He's intriguing, really good receiver, but I just have a prediction that Jordan James is going to have more rushing yards than Isaac Guerendo this year. I think he's more consistent runner, and I think he's more durable runner. Cornerback Diamador Lenore, he took issue with Jawan Jennings for blocking him too vigorously and tried to punch him in the face mask. Thankfully, didn't connect or hurt his hand. I find it very amusing watching Jawan Jennings get under the skin of cornerbacks across the league, even ones on his own team. Lenore got to tighten up. Tight end Luke Farrell, man, he still hasn't caught a pass at all, ever, in team drills. I don't even know what it would look like for him to catch a pass. Remember Cam Latu? This guy's like the new Cam Latu. Maybe that's a little harsh, but until he catches a pass, I'm calling him the new Cam Latu. They're paying this guy buku bucks to do God knows what. And then 2 kickers. Jake Moody, Greg Joseph, they each had 4 kicks today. Greg Joseph missed 2. Jake Moody missed 1. Is that supposed to make us feel better about Jake Moody, that the Niners have another kicker who's worse than him? They might need to go find a third.